Greetings. Welcome to 2018. Before I tell you the things I want to talk to you about related to the College of Business, I want to say a word or two about where we are. We are in the Ted Smith Family Football Center. We're downstairs, just down the hallway from the locker room, just behind the weight room. The reason we like this location is because of this. This is our wall of fame, if you will. These are all Georgia Southern players that have played in the NFL. You would recognize the name of all of them. I'm not going to go down and read each one to you because they're very familiar names. But I chose this location simply because of this wall. I think it's a great location to illustrate the larger point of why we're here to begin with. And that point is brand building. Now, we're from the College of Business. You know me, I'm the dean of the college. This is part of our monthly newsletter. But we're broadcasting it, or we're shooting it today in the Football Operations Center because both athletics and academics are involved in the same overall exercise, which is building the Georgia Southern brand. I talked to our faculty and staff, our students, a lot about brand building, about the strength of the brand, the strength of their reputational brand, the strength of the degrees. Everyone needs to know the Georgia Southern name and needs to associate that name with high quality. And all of these guys have helped to build that brand. So what we're doing is actually carrying on their legacy. What they have done is actually made our job easier. What we do helps athletics build the Georgia Southern brand if we do what we do well. What athletics does helps us build the Georgia Southern brand if what they do well. So everything matters. Everything works together. All the pieces are bricks in the wall of the Georgia Southern brand. And I want everyone to understand that because it's really fundamental to what we do. So with that understood, let me tell you about some of the things we are going to do this fall so that you can put them on your calendar. Let me start with our football tailgates. We're going to have a series of tailgates. I think we're going to do 3 games again this year, both some home and away. We would invite you to come to all of those. If our crack audio staff, audio-video staff is as good as I believe they are, right about now over my shoulder, we'll pop up a list of the dates and locations for our tailgates. Come out to those. Reserve a spot. Come and have food and drink with your friends. Connect with us. Let us help you connect with other Eagle alumni. We'll have a great time, hopefully pulling for our football team while also building that network of Georgia Southern alums and helping to build the Georgia Southern brand. Another really important thing that I'll tell you about is our Professional Development Day. Professional Development Day is now going on, this will be our 3rd year that we're doing it. It's really important. We close the whole college for a day, no classes. We bring in companies from the outside. Our students are all in the building in professional dress, attending seminars, learning about companies and industries, meeting people from companies that interest them, learning how to apply to those companies, talking to those employers about internships. Those employers are talking to those students about expectations, about professional behavior, about what's expected of a graduate and how they get started on their careers. We use it as a way to really accelerate the development of our students, and we'd love to have you involved. Last year we had over 80 companies in the building that day with representatives in the building working with our students, and we had over 1,500 students present and listening. We put on lunch. It's a really big deal, and I'd love for you to be involved if there's a place. So look for that look for news for that, look for the dates and put that on your calendar. If there's a place for you to plug in and be involved, we'd love to have you. Some other stuff that we're doing, we're going to send 2 business abroad trips this year. We've been doing these business abroad trips now for 3 years, and we're slowly building quite an inventory of locations we've been to, companies we've visited. This year we're planning to send a trip in December to Hong Kong. That'll be led by Dr. Trey Denton. I believe that trip is already more than 50% enrolled. So if you're interested in that, sign up. It's important that you go. In the summer, we're going to send a trip to Northern Italy. These are really important experiences. To you students, I would encourage you to take a look and to pick and do at least one of those while you're here. For parents that may be listening, encourage your students to do it. My daughter is a student here in the College of Business, and I've encouraged her as recently as just yesterday to be thinking about when this will fit in her schedule before she graduates. These trips are transformational, both professionally and personally. They open the eyes of the students and they expose them to things that they wouldn't otherwise see. Some other things that I would tell you to be on the lookout for: our magazine will be out in September. Our magazine has now been published, I think, 10 times twice a year for the past 5 years, and we do a really good job of it. I compliment our staff on the work they do and on the quality of the magazine, both graphically and text-wise. They do a tremendous job of keeping everyone up to date with what's happening and making you feel like you've visited campus after you've read through an issue. So look for that. We hope to have some exciting news to share, just like we hope to have some exciting news to share throughout the year. In fact, I'm quite optimistic that this is going to be a great year for the College of Business. I'm optimistic always, but I'm especially so this year because much of the work that we've done over the past 5 years has been infrastructural. We've been building things that are now beginning to bear fruit, and we're really excited about those things, and we're excited to be entering 2018. So thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us here. Over the course of the next couple of years, we'll do videos like this from other interesting locations and show you some things that you otherwise wouldn't get a chance to see. So hats off to these guys, hats off to you for listening, and thank you again. Take care.